So many people feel like this is the time in their lives when the issues of environmental destruction or extinction of different kinds of species are hitting home so hard. Whether it was the fires in Australia in 2019 or flooding that's happening and many other issues, I talk to more and more people who feel like, oh, wow, this is really concerning me now. And so in today's video, I'm going to share with you a couple perspectives, people who I follow who have things to say about it, and what I think is a great way of interacting with this issue and living with it so that we don't feel stuck and stymied. So over the course of Earth's geological history, we've had 5 previous mass extinctions where millions or thousands of different organisms of all kinds, animals, plants, fish, insect, whatever, went extinct. We are currently in the 6th version of this happening. And unfortunately, humans are the driving extinction force for this. In the past, a lot of it has been weather or climate related. This time we are driving that. And one author, Elizabeth Kolbert, who wrote The Sixth Extinction, she has some great things to say about this. And in an interview on No Easy Answers, which I read about in the Tricycle, and I'll link this below, she talks about, sometimes we come across people who act like, oh, why should we care about this? Does it really matter? I'm not going to worry about it. My life is too big. Whereas she responds with, if you don't care about life on Earth, then what actually do you care about? Like, what is there that is more important than that? And now some of you, I imagine, are thinking, well, I know what's more important than that. My life, my family, my relationships. And I can totally understand that. And I think one of the interesting challenges, but also cool and exciting opportunities that we have right now is, how do we find ways to balance our own personal happiness, satisfaction, striving for life events that we want for ourselves with connection, honoring, respect, the human community and the planetary community of plants, insects, animals, all those organisms. And I think there can be a way that has both of those. One thing that I take heart in is I feel that all people in all different walks of life are starting to think and see, wait a minute, can I reconnect? Or I feel like a sense of I need to do something and I don't know what. And one of my roles that I would like to help you with is to help you find a way what to do if you want to know. One of the people who I recently have read who's talking about his own journey with it is, his name is Kai, and he writes an email called Dense Discovery. So I'm on a lot of different email lists because I like to learn about all different fields. And this email list is predominantly about tech and design in terms of like graphic design and font design. I am not a font designer or a graphic designer, but I read the email because I learn about new things. And in December of 2019, he wrote an email out to the list, and I thought, oh, I have hope in the world, because his field is not ecology, it's not the environment, and yet he was writing to his list about his own dealing with eco-anxiety. And I responded to him and I said, look, thank you so much. And apparently a lot of people on his email list also responded. And I'll link his email below in case you want to check him out, because they're great emails. I know that this situation we're in is an opportunity to be observant and aware and reflective on what does it mean for us to show up in the ways that we want to show up. Another thing that I'm going to link below is I am launching, or depending on when you're watching this, have just launched a group program where we are going to be playing and finding ways of how can we engage with our natural environment where we actually live, and in a group setting, like a kind of a classroom setting, connect with others who are also feeling this sense of, sometimes it's dread, ecological anxiety, sometimes it's a big worry. How can we move beyond those emotions which oftentimes worry and dread, despair, anxiety are not very motivating, positive, visionary emotions. Often they actually have the opposite effect of like paralyzing, deer in the headlights. What do I do? Everything is hopeless. And I want us to move beyond the paralyzed, despair, curled up in the fetal position, and move into a space where we feel like, yes, I am making an impact. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying my family and my relationships. I'm connected to my natural environment, and I'm doing the best that I can. All right, I would love to hear your comments and reflections. And as I said, I've got lots of links below that Dense Discovery email newsletter, the link to either the application page or the launch page with the waiting list for my program, and then a link to the first person that I was talking about, Elizabeth Kolbert, article about her, and then her book, The Sixth Mass Extinction. All right, it was so great to connect with you today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.